Greetings, programs. Welcome to ArcNeo Reviews, where we are going to once again jump into the world of Studio Series. So today we are looking at Studio Series number 54, Voyager Class Movie 1 Megatron. And right off the bat, oh my word, this is one of the figures that kind of shows how garbage the whole idea of scaling and stuff is. My Studio Series Prime is packed away at the moment, but this thing, as you can probably even tell just from looking at, this thing in my hands compared to the Prime when I did the video on it, this thing is insanely huge, and it weighs a ton. Like, this figure weighs almost as much as a lot of, leader class figures I've got. It basically is leader sized. So, just take a quick look around this guy. He's almost entirely silver with some bits of gray here and there. I love the split, almost X-Wing going on in the design. Yes, it's incredibly messy to look at, but have you seen the movie? Megatron was a mess. So this is insanely accurate, actually. So, he does come with a weapon. He comes with this big, stupidly long mace. Only thing you can really do with it is, you can turn the end or pop it off, apparently. Don't know why that's not just molded in there, but so it's got little pegs on the side. You can use that if you do want to store it in jet mode. There's a little hole right there. Go ahead, peg this thing in. As messy as this thing is, it doesn't really make it look any worse. There is no kind of landing gear or anything, since I don't think Megatron ever landed in this mode. It was always just jump in the air, transform, and then transform again and land. So, but yeah, obviously you have to be okay with that weird, Hugo Weaving voiced Megatron design they used in the movie to really like this figure. And that was my first major exposure to Megatron, where I kind of understood the character. Like, I had seen, I want to say like half of an episode of Armada before that. And so it's like I'd heard David Kaye say like 5 lines, which, yeah, those 5 lines are probably the reason that David Kaye stands as my favorite overall Megatron voice actor. But yeah, this was the Megatron where it clicked with me. So it's really cool to actually have him in plastic. Transforming this guy is actually not as bad as you would think, especially compared actually to the Studio Series Prime. He is nowhere near as complicated. So, first thing you're going to want to do is come back here, unpeg the feet from these little pegs right down in there, from the back of the jet. Go ahead and unpeg the wings as well. Just kind of pull them out ever so slightly and then rotate them back. And you can come back here, straighten out his soon-to-be legs. Go ahead and split the tail fin apart. Then just kind of get him doing the splits, because it's the easiest way to do this. Go ahead and unpeg the bottom wing from right there. Go ahead and just start folding this thing up. Then you're going to fold this panel down. Make sure you keep this pressed down, in it, because it will like to, stand out. Keep it pressed down. Fold up there. Flatten this out. Fold it up there. Rotate it up and around, and then that will peg on right there on the side of the leg. Then just go ahead, swing all of this around. And it is on a double hinge. I usually have a hard time getting that hinge to go, so I need to remember to do it first. Just go ahead, shove it all down in there. Take the fin, rotate it around, and then this little peg here will go right there. Lock into place, and there you've got a leg. Go ahead and, pull back the heel, push out the toes. So, same thing on this side. Go ahead, untab, fold, fold, rotate up, peg, because I am a rebel and I just do things in whatever random order I feel like. I already showed you how to do this on the other one. You can remember that long. Do that, fold this up, peg it in, heel, toes. And that is actually most of the transformation done already. So give me 1 second here to readjust. Okay, and to finish this guy off, all you're going to want to do is come over here, pull out the arms, and they are tabbed in right there on this back piece. So you just pull them out, they'll untab. Turn them around and go ahead and fold the entire back down. Shift the head up, and eventually you'll get it to slide out. Sometimes you have to pull the shoulders out a little bit, but you'll get the head to come up, turn it around. Then you're going to rotate this piece on the shoulders up. That will lock in there. Same thing on this side. Go ahead, shift it up. And, okay. Sometimes it makes it click, sometimes it doesn't, but either way, it's up there now. You go ahead back here. Just collapse all of this up and around. That last section likes to be really, really stiff on mine, but force the issue, make it go, fold everything around, and then these two little tabs right here on the back of his shoulders that will peg in either side of the back panel. So just go ahead, bring it up, peg it in, and then finally fold out the hands. And there you have Studio Series 34 Movie 1 Megatron. And holy crap, this thing is amazing. So I know the jet spaceship thing is messy. Again, it was messy in the movie. But this is just one of the most incredible robot modes I have ever seen, actually. Like, a little tiny bit of kibble on the back of the legs. Fairly screen accurate as far as I remember, because he did have, like, massive legs. And just everything else, super clean, super shiny, and it's just awesome. So, let's go ahead, get in here, take a look at that head sculpt. It's hard to see because of my lighting, but he does actually have, like, molded sharp teeth and, bright red eyes and everything. Someday I will be able to get better lighting. I have a link to, a PayPal if anyone wants to, help the channel get better. But anyway, posability-wise, you can actually shift the head up and down, so he basically has a neck. Then the head itself is connected on a ball joint, so you get, really good range of motion on that. As long as you can keep, the shoulders and this little piece of the nose cone on his shoulder from getting in the way. Full rotation at the shoulder. Rotates out all the way, and he even has like an armpit filler, which is a nice touch. Bicep rotation. 90 degrees at the elbow. The hands can fold in. And clearly these are very messy hands. You're not going to do a whole lot with those, frankly. No waist articulation because of how he transforms, but legs can kick out pretty far. Forward, all the way. Back, all the way. Knee, over 90 degrees. Quite a bit over 90 degrees even. And then the foot is actually on a tilt. So you can adjust all that, you know. The heel and the toes do move as well, so a lot you can do in terms of posing this guy, and it is awesome. I can't say that enough. Like I've said before, yes, I'm going to give a pretty positive review on most figures I have. That's because I look into them before I buy them. I know I'm going to like it before I spend my money on it, because I'm not willing to sit here, buy stuff that I may or may not like. The only times I've done that, I'm getting something in a clearance rack for $3. In which case, if it's bad, I'll get a few moments of laughing at it for being bad. But anyway, he does use the weapon in this mode. Go ahead, fold up either of his hands, and it will reveal this little slot right there in the back of his wrist. So you'll just go ahead, take the tab sticking out of the back of the weapon there, and slide it in sideways. And now he's using his mace, and he can hit things with it. I'm sure if I was to take the time, I could get this guy to pose with this mace and look really, really great. As it stands, it usually looks like he's just got a stick that he's going to poke something with. Or, you know, maybe he's blind and it's his walking stick or something. I don't know. I'm not going to lie. Pretty lame weapon. So just put it away and display him like this. He looks incredible like this. Great range of posability. Yeah, it'd be nice if he had a waist, but he's got everything else, and he more than makes up for it. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.